Hello guys. Today, we'll examine the price forecast for the Pi network for the upcoming several months. I choose to convey this subject to you guys because I think it is really significant and that all pioneers are very interested in it. The recent disapproved listing by many major crypto exchanges has given us the hint and helped us formulate a reasonably accurate projection, so the issue of what the future might contain for Pi is no longer unusual. So, fellas, the price projection or prediction I'm about to make will be based on fact as well as fundamental and technical analysis. As a result, I won't guarantee that it will be entirely correct. Of course, I'm open to being proven wrong if you feel differently about this. The Pi network is not yet reachable or accessible via the main net, I'd also like to remind you guys, so keep that in mind. This implies that the price of a single Pi coin may eventually be far lower than any price that any of us would like to see it at, even though it may otherwise be higher. Naturally, it is our desired outcome. In addition to discussing the expected price of Pi coin after the main launch this year 2023, I'll also bring up the expected price of CryptoNews for this year. CryptoNews blockchain is already functioning as an open network, allowing connections from other sources. The real core has not yet been distributed or made accessible to the wider public. The good news is that it is quite improbable that this will go on for a very long period. So let's unwind now. Pi Day, which falls on March 14th, is quickly approaching. For those who are unfamiliar, let me give a brief explanation. The day Pi was invented is recognized as Pi Day. In other words, Pi Network White Paper, an app, was released on March 14, 2019, even though the team began developing it in 2018. So, folks, let's start with the Pi network pricing prediction before moving on to the CryptoNews price prediction. So, fellow pioneers, allow me to once more extend the warmest greeting to you on this channel. But first, let's do what we always do and say the standard disclaimer. You should always carry out your own study, consult with authorized experts, draw your own findings, and decide for yourself. I don't mean for anything I say in this video to be taken as professional or financial advice of any kind, it's just my own view. Not to mention that I personally own Pi coins and have a stake in the project's success, as you may already be aware. Please remember to subscribe to the channel for more regularly updated stuff like this and give this video a thumbs up. Additionally, post a comment below with the phrase Pi network to the moon. With that said, let's get started. On the other side, the unauthorized listing of Pi currency as an IOU gives us some help in developing a prognosis for the coin starting in this year 2023 to 2024. The pricing of Pi coins are not those you see in the table below. However, we believe that after the main net is launched, everything will proceed practically exactly as we anticipated. I'm confident that the most of us are now aware of what the IOU is. And for those who are unaware, we stated it in our prior video. IOU tokens are a sort of digital asset that are intended to symbolize debt between two parties, which I will only quickly explain. IOU, or IO, refers to a contract that recognizes the payment of a specific amount of debt. These tokens can be used to speed up transactions between two parties, such as the exchange of money, products, or services. Imagine Pi being placed on IOU by some trade site without Pi's consent. Who does that, exactly? You see where this is going. The most amusing aspect of this situation is that this unauthorized listing has actually assisted in creating a forecast for the price of Pi coins. So, according to the forecast, if more use cases are developed, the price of one Pi coin may rise to $55 by the end of 2023. And the price of Pi coin may reach its all-time high, ADH, of $350 at the end of 2024. Guys, I'm shaking with excitement. Remember to continue mining every day. This cannot be lost on us. This particular hackathon might be the last one held before to the mayonnaise's release. This shocking news has at last come to pass, just as every pioneer and Pi miner had been eagerly anticipating it. The value of anything that can be exchanged, including all cryptocurrencies currently on the market, is believed to be decided by a number of distinct elements, one of which is the supply and demand in the market, according to the GCV, or Global Consensus Value Trend. For instance, if more investors attempt to purchase Pi coins at a time when the early adopters are not overly keen to sell them, the price will rise. And if more investors attempt to purchase Pi currency, the opposite is true. Additionally, because there is a limited supply of certain cryptocurrencies, prices will keep rising as a result of the rising demand. Because GCV supporters are unwilling to part with what they hold most dear, despite the fact that experts have given more compelling arguments for why the GCV should be higher, the worldwide consensus value GCV continues to trend higher than any suggested value for the Pi coin. However, this quickly turned into a verbal altercation between specialists, moderators, and other pioneers who thought that if everyone could agree on a single value for Pi coin, it would be accepted in the cryptocurrency market. These people think the value of the Pi coin should range from $0.1 to $10. Still on the topic of predictions, the CoreDAO community was thrilled to see the mainnet go live, but in the long term, it will be more beneficial to trade its token on centralized exchanges like CEX. This is particularly true for miners who intend to sell their coin soon in order to reap the rewards of their labor. The genuine CoreDAO has not yet been made accessible to the general public for distribution, despite the fact that the CoreDAO blockchain is currently functioning as an open network that permits connectivity from outside sources. The organization declared that February 8 will mark the first airdrop. Numerous exchanges have responded to this news by announcing that they, too, will start trading the coin on the designated day. We have observed that Uniswap v3 has been trading Core for a few weeks, but at a very modest pace compared to how well liked it is and how much attention it attracted when the mate was originally released. Let's move on to the Core price forecast now. The cost of CoreDAO has decreased by 13.51% over the previous week. We have created a forecast for the price of the cryptocurrency for the coming day using machine learning techniques that take the past price of CoreDAO into consideration. Today's market activity is at a higher level than it was yesterday. The most popular exchange right now for purchasing and selling this asset theorem is Uniswap v3. We predict that Core will have a jump of more than 1,000% after the airdrop, which will place it as one of the top cryptocurrencies in 2023. Nomics monitors market activity on a multitude of exchanges for each asset. We use data from 3 different markets to estimate the current price of CoreDAO. Therefore, they make use of the calculations that were previously mentioned in order to contribute to the forecasts that are shown in this video. Since yesterday, the cost of CoreDAO has climbed by 3.7%, hitting $1.822 today. Nomics is currently keeping track of the 3 exchanges where CoreDAO can be purchased, with Uniswap v3 being the busiest. For the time being, we'll end here. Please click the like and subscribe buttons below if you liked this video. Additionally, please check out the email in the video's description if you have any business proposals. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next.